I want to show you, we just got some brand new click-to pins in as well. There's been a lot from down on the island. Keep them coming. Please do it safely. As we said, do not go in this water. I cannot stress that enough. This is the seawall from Sea Langford. Look how choppy it's getting. You can see a lot of the rocks there, and a lot of times it doesn't make it up to the rocks and it gets closer to the seawall. You know what's coming. Thank goodness that seawall is there, obviously, because we're going to need it over the next 12 to 24 hours. In addition, we've also been seeing the pictures out at East Beach. If we get a chance, I'll get that in our next weather spot here, where all of the cabanas that are generally put out are now underwater. They've moved everything out, but an indication that the surge is starting to come as we're getting these outer bands, these waves getting closer to us, moving on in. So that's anywhere from right outside, let's say, as you go north near Alvin, that's going to be working its way towards Sienna Plantation. Then, of course, get a bit of a break right now on the island. There's going to be more bands coming for the rest of this afternoon, though, and also looking at some thunder within that, and lightning as well, just north of Danbury. Watch out for that as it approaches 288, and now starting to work up towards Kemah and Seabrook. That'll be up towards LaPorte, and eventually this will work its way over towards the East Loop and East Beltway as well. So here it is. This is Harvey, just a ferocious-looking Category 2 hurricane, that is, right now still barreling its way. Interestingly enough, late last night we were watching it try to take a bit more of a westerly push. As we've gone into the last 12 hours through this morning, notice that it's taking more of that northwesterly jog. Could be even working its way a little further north of Corpus Christi, which would sort of put them on the slightly cleaner side. There's going to be no clean sides to this storm as we move on through. 22-mile-an-hour sustained winds down in Galveston officially right now. Everybody inland at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Wind gusts starting to pick up as well. 31, 26, 24 in Sugar Land, 20 out to Tomball, 18 in Katy. 110 miles an hour. The 12 o'clock advisory should get our new advisory here in about 10 minutes or so, gusting to 130. And that movement, as I said, the northwest at around 10 miles an hour. So this is going to be a strong Category 3. Still expect that making landfall. Right now, you can see the cone, or the center of the track anyway, shifted a little north of Corpus Christi between there and Matagorda Bay. Still a very strong Category 2, Category 1 hurricane through most of Saturday into Sunday, dissipating some, but then it starts to work its way south. And this is the stall out over the next couple of days that we are majorly concerned with by Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday. While the wind threat and the storm surge threat subside, the rain and the flood threat are really going to start to pick up. So we do have tropical storm warnings. Those extend all the way inland towards Liberty and Harris County. Hurricane warnings as you get down towards Palacios and Matagorda and into Victoria as well. Flash flood watches just about for everybody. I expect some of the northern counties will go under those as well as the storm gets closer to us. Let's say probably tomorrow, maybe as early as tonight. And that storm surge, let's break that down depending on where you are. Starting in Galveston, Galveston Bay, 2 to 4 feet. Jamaica Beach to High Island, same thing, 2 to 4 feet. Now, again, that's above the ground. Sargent to Jamaica Beach, around 5 to 8. And, of course, the life-devastating one, 6 to 12 feet from South Padre Island all the way up towards Sargent. So if you're in those areas, you need to get out. Hopefully, you have gotten out and you're watching us from a much safer area inland right now. So let's run a couple of the feature casts here. This is the American model. This is the one that has been very bullish. Notice that it does the same thing, moves in towards San Antonio, waggles back down towards Matagorda Bay, and then eventually just sits and spins out there through Monday and Tuesday. Counterclockwise winds are going to take all that water, push it inland, and that's where you're seeing that big bullseye of around 25 to 30 inches of rain just to the east of the downtown area here in Houston. And could see the same thing as we get in towards Wednesday into Thursday. If this holds true, 25 to 30 inches will be absolutely devastating out across portions of Waller, Hempstead, for example, and then talk about some of the river flooding as that all that water has to go somewhere, working its way in towards some of the bayous. Here's what the European model does. Notice that it makes a landfall very consistent with what the American is doing right in between Corpus and Matagorda late tonight into tomorrow. Then Sunday into Monday, same thing. Stalls out along the coastline, bringing all that moisture in. 16 to 20 inches, not out of the question. And here's where the little bit of difference is. While the American model kind of rides it along the coast and eventually gets swept up, this one doesn't. Actually pulls it back offshore, which we would anticipate would be a re-intensification to some degree of this storm, which could bring additional not only storm surge but wind and, of course, the heavy flood potential. Bullseye there, a little closer to the coastline, Matagorda, over towards, let's say, Brazoria County, and then eventually as it works its way northward up Thursday, you can see a much more wide swath of that 25 to 30, maybe 35 inches of rain. Now, here's our in-house model, our KPRC model. This is the one that Frank has been showing snowing at night, and it's been a little further south, and thus a better picture for us over the last couple of days. But we've noticed with the last couple of runs, it's been slowly ticking a little further closer to the European and what the American model solutions are. But I want to run this and show you what this shows for us as we go in towards our overnight into Saturday. Still making a landfall late night tonight. Moves it inland towards South San Antonio, that is. You can see those bands continuing to fire up across much of the southeast Texas area. And then watch as we go through Saturday night into Sunday. It doesn't necessarily jog south like the other two models, but it holds it in position, still pulling all of that moisture in. So there's Saturday evening as we go in towards your Sunday. Continues to slowly move. And I mean, we're talking very, very slow. You saw, as Frank mentioned, that rule of thumb, take what the storm speed is, put it into 100, divide it by that, and that's how many inches of rain we could get, which is why we're getting these numbers of 25, 30, 35 inches as this stalls out in towards potentially Sunday and into Monday. So it looks like it's trying to come in line with the other two models, which is not good in terms of the flood possibility. So again, 1 to 3 inches today, winds 20 to 30, storm surge around 2 to 4 along the coast, and then tropical storm conditions by Saturday out along the coast. Inland areas today, storms are going to be increasing. We've already seen a couple of tornado warnings down around Matagorda. I would not be shocked to see a few more of those this afternoon. 1 to 3 inches area wide. Tropical storm force winds south of downtown tonight into early Saturday morning. And then, of course, the major flood threat Monday and Tuesday. That's what we're really going to be watching. And then as you go further up into the northern counties, the heaviest rain Saturday night through Monday, and we could even add Tuesday into Wednesday into this, I think, at this point. Lower wind threat, but you got a wind threat, that is, but watch the creeks, rivers. Of course, all of that's going to be pushing on down towards the bayous, which we're going to be watching very carefully as well. We will have you covered online. We will have you covered on our Facebook page. As I mentioned, we've got folks here around the clock starting today, and we cannot stress enough. I know a lot of times, you know, we get, I don't want to say accused, but we get say, well, you guys are catastrophizing this. We are not. We are seeing numbers that we have never seen before on some of these forecasts. Now, I hope that they don't get to that level.
We would love to be wrong.
We would love to be wrong. I'll be Frank and Britta and Cambrell and Erica. I will be the first to shake your hand and say we were wrong on this, and I hope we are. But if we're not, we want to make sure every single person out there is prepared.
Sure.